Mic check 1 2 1 2. Kill Podcast, Season 5, ladies and gentlemen, Season 5.
Season 5.
Episode 3, let's go. Hey, Dre Waves, what you got, man?
Stuck in sorrow, my heart was broke from the struggle. My story sound like a novel. I author wrote me a couple. Will I make it to tomorrow? Sorry, Brody, I fumbled all the time that I just borrowed. It's up in smoke with the rubble. I'm in trouble, ain't I? But being like everyone else is just like watching paint dry. It's probably better for your health though, and I really can't lie. I'm getting cheddar, all the wealth, but depressed at the same time. I guess I never knew myself, but I'm learning to stay high and think it's fucking up my memory. I stumbled with my girl, but she caught me cause we had chemistry. I finger fucked the world and it taught me to move more civilly. My team gon' keep it thorough, man, that's just a cause to stick with me. Bullets raining, weather bad, flying in that Hellcat. Boy, I've been
summertime, man.
Don't forget to tell them that. Bullets raining, weather
I hope y'all staying safe out there, man.
Boy, I've been through hell and back. Don't forget to tell them that. Bullets raining, weather bad, flying in that Hellcat. Boy, I've been through hell and back.
What we been through, Jay? Tell them one more time.
Bullets raining, weather bad, flying in that Hellcat. Boy, I've been through hell and back. Don't forget to tell them that. Yeah, don't forget to tell them that. Yeah,
I'm still early.
Nah.
I'm so geek for him to tell him that.
Wait for that. Nah.
Oh, here it is.
This is my soul on the beat. It's frigid and cold when I speak. I'm gripping my pole in the streets and quick to unload if it's beef. Niggas just hoping for peace. A split for the holiest leaf. Twisted and smoke till I'm geeked. I finished 2 O's in a week. Trying to get through the motion of grief. Missing my folks for a week. Slick feeling homeless and weak. Shit feeling woeful and bleak. Plus niggas is posing as P. But these pricks is Poe and police. Wanna kick in my dough with the heat. Make pistols explode in my teeth. Cause a nigga get dough in his sleep. I gotta watch how I move. Oh God, I'm a popular dude. Ride with a Glock, niggas fool. They drop when I'm popping a tool. Turn ops into fossils and fuel. The South is like the Wild Wild West. Not many rules. Obnoxious, it's not really cool. Get shot just for popping it too much. It's too sus, but really don't nobody give 2 fucks. And dudes tough until that chrome 4-5 getting used up. And fools touch. Niggas got a whole lot more than bruised up with all the
bullets raining, weather bad, flying in that Hellcat. Boy, I've been through hell and back. Don't forget to tell them that. Bullets raining, weather bad, flying in that Hellcat. Boy, I've been through hell and back. Don't forget to tell them that. Bullets raining.
Hey, that's Dre Waves, man. Featuring my dog Marco Plus, man. He my dog now, because that verse, I've never met this man. And he's my dog now. Oh my goodness.
Hey, I got a question.
Go ahead, man.
As a rapper, right?
Yeah.
When you got a clean ass, dope ass verse to open a song, and you send it to a person for a feature, and they do that, how does that make you feel? I mean, I know you're not a rapper, but if you were a rapper, how would you feel? Would you be mad, like, I sent you this feature and you did this shit? Like, it's gonna be a dope ass fucking song, but like, bro, you didn't give me no warning. I would've, you know what I'm saying? I can't go back and write the verse over to match your energy, because that's cheating.
Well, that's why when you set it out, you gotta make sure you set the tone. And I think Dre set the tone on that.
No, that's what I'm saying. He did a great job. It's not like he didn't set the tone. He did a great job.
Yeah.
But when you set the tone and you expecting something and you get it like, here, what do you do? It's like, damn.
Yeah, I understand.
It's like when they sent the God did to Jay-Z, and it's like,
oh yeah. No,
Wayne and Ross did what they did.
You just let it. I feel like organically, you just let it happen. I feel like you shouldn't like.
Or Big Sean and Kendrick on Control.
Yeah, don't make it about you. I feel like that's the most player thing to do.
Yeah.
Don't make it about you. If you send out for a verse and the nigga just send something back that's just be like, all right, well that's the record.
It's a moment.
That's what happened. Because I'm not going back and changing what I did.
Yeah, it's cheating.
But I don't think. I'm not opposed to the going back. I'm not opposed to the rewrite.
It's cheating.
You think the rewrite's cheating?
Yes, it's cheating. That's not hip hop. It's cheating.
It's not hip hop?
No, it's not hip hop. It's cheating. You can't go back and change your verse and make it whatever. It's cheating.
It's not hip hop.
I might be the minority for that. I don't think that's hip hop. I mean, it is hip hop technically, but you can't go back and change your verse because somebody wrote their verse harder than yours. And if they did that, then it's like you're giving them the right to write their verse again. It's just cool, man.
I feel like rewrites are cool. I don't have a problem with like tightening up and saying, oh, let me make that better.
That's cheating.
I feel like guys who work in aren't like when you put your pride away and say, you know what, I can do that better.
That's cheating.
Nah.
Maybe I'm a minority.
Nah, I can do that better.
I mean, you can do it better, but you didn't do it better. So
I feel like it's only cheating if you do it and don't give the other person an opportunity to touch up what they got going on.
I guess, yeah. Okay, in that case, yes. But then it's like a never-ending cycle. Because they do it again, and it's like...
And that's why you should be making music in the same room. That's why it's really important.
Absolutely.
Because when you do these emails, you lose that opportunity. But if you in the same room and you hitting, hold on, cuz. Hold on, cuz. I got to, hold on.
Absolutely.
How many syllables is onomatopoeia? I'm about to go crazy.
Yeah, how many syllables? Onomatopoeia.
Yeah, I'm about to go crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that. That was Tell him that. Dre Waves' new project, Bloom. Make sure y'all go check that out.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Dre Waves. We hope to have him on the couch in here sometime soon. Hope to have our partners at the Steve Records setting everything up for that very, very soon. So we're excited. Shout out to Dre. Dre shows us a lot of love. So we show it back. Go get that new album, Bloom. It's got the Supernova record on there with my boy Ty. Of course, you know I got to shout the label out. But the Alone record I like on there. He got his man Go Shad on there and the record with Shad, I really love Shad's verse. I just got to shout Shad out because Shad killed it. So the album is just, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been out a couple weeks, so. But he's got visuals out, all that kind of stuff. He's got West Side Boogie on the album.
Got you.
I almost did that one, but I thought this would be appropriate for. Hey, how you doing, Cruz?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. It's a little slim in here today, dog. It's a little quiet. Like, we're gonna have to keep the energy up. It's just me and you, dog. We gotta.
It's John Wild. We
turn
talking.
it up.
I'm like, it's a lot. It's not dead space, but it's like I'm used to somebody over here laughing and somebody making some side commentary and stuff.
It's all right. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna channel that balcony in Canoga.
Oh man,
we gonna
what a throwback. What a throwback.
You better act like we just sitting out there talking like old times. Balcony talk. Ooh, balcony talk. Bring it back. Balcony talk. Ooh, I like that episode title. I'm going to try to work that in. But you know it. Your boy, DJ Dan and Mitch.
Yes, sir.
Aubrey's Angel, a.k.a. Pause Champ. You never know what the title is going to be with me.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
You didn't pause anything, so...
Yeah, I'm trying to be safe this episode. You know what I mean? I don't have as much help to look out for me like I usually do.
I'm still gonna get you paused.
Yeah, I know. You are on the hunt. You are on the hunt.
Mm-hmm.
So, we are back in Brethren Studios, and to my left, I have Donnie Simpson, Duke Wellington, Fortune 600 Cruz. I ain't heard that one in a minute, huh? El Magnifico Cruz. How we doing today?
I'm doing
great. Wait. We ain't did come on, boy. We need my boy in here. Give me I think the yellow. Hit me with the yellow. There it is, right there. There it is. That's for you, Amy.
Yeah,
shout out El Magnifico. Shout out David Mitch. Yeah, we figured it out today, but we not gonna let nothing stop us. Shout out to the real nephew who's on daddy duty.
Yep.
You know, that always comes first. You know, we got fathers on the squad, and we make sure we support them. So
totally understand it.
Take this moment to tell you sitting out there, go wipe that young man's ass. You know what I'm saying? Like take care of them. Don't let them they running around. You know what I'm saying? You threw the iPad. You know what I'm saying? But they need a bath.
Can't be an iPad parent, man.
They need a bath.
Can't be an iPad parent.
Okay, they need clean clothes on. All right. Okay, and they need real food, not
McDonald's. They need interaction.
They need real food, not McDonald's, not fries.
Can't chicken nugget them to death.
Get some vegetables in there some kind of way.
Mac and cheese,
Brussels sprouts are great now. Brussels sprouts are great now.
Not for kids. For us, yes, but not for
kids.
For real? Yeah.
I don't know. Even as a kid, I feel like the Brussels sprouts. I feel like the Brussels sprouts wasn't hitting then like they hit now. You think that's my palate?
Your palate changes as you grow.
Well, shout out to the palate then. Yeah, and shout out to the real nephew. And shout out to none other than MiqueOnTheMix, ladies and gentlemen. He is in these streets today. Shout out to Meek. Yeah, so it's just me and Cruz in here today, but we're going to get the job done.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to hop straight into it. Sitting at 85 subscribers currently. Our next giveaway is going to be at 100 subscribers. Make sure you tap in. Mm-hmm. It's going to be bigger than a $25 giveaway, so get us there quickly, as quick as you can. We appreciate everyone who's tapped in. This season 5 has been getting a lot of love. I just want to thank y'all for that.
We appreciate it. Why am I looking over here like the camera over here?
You used to it. I know. It's okay. But yeah, shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to the 85 that's rocking with us. Shout out to the 85. Shout out to y'all, the 85.
85.
Yeah, shout out to the 85. Yeah, like you know the deal. If we make you laugh at any point during this episode, hit that like button. And if you want to educate and influence your community through entertainment, which is what we try to do, go ahead, that subscribe button, join the community.
Absolutely.
We'd love to have you,
And leave us some comments, man.
Yeah. You gotta leave us a comment.
comments.
Yeah, leave us a comment, man. Especially if you let us know what you think about some of these topics, man. We got a good boy for y'all today. The world's been going crazy, so
Whew.
Yeah.
About to jump into it?
Yeah, man, we're gonna jump into it. Let me check you out real quick.
Check me out. Look. Check me out.
Oh, okay. Give me a kick.
Yeah. Kill, Mo. You be doing laptop.
I know. You just gotta press it one time.
Yeah.
Straight into it. Affirmative action.
Yeah.
Is that, Chris?
Yeah.
Now, for those of you who don't know, affirmative action, I don't remember the year. Don't ask me. I try to be as educated as I can for you all, but it's a front. Okay? I don't know nothing. It's all cap. Mitch don't know nothing. Mitch got his phone, come in here, sit in front of y'all, get the faking. Mitch don't know nothing. Affirmative action, at some point within the past, I'm going to say 30 years, that's the range. I mean, something like that, right? At some point, they said, hey, marginalized folks are disenfranchised. Because they are disenfranchised, they go through unique challenges that affect their ability to show up with good grade point averages and their ability to show up with credit history and such to to acquire the funding needed to purchase an education, which is essentially what college is, right? And so they enacted a law that said you have to meet a percentage mark of any kind of marginalized community or populace, if you will, right? Running out of words here, but any collection of folks, right? Whether it be Black, Hispanic,
Asian, white women,
all of that. Like, you just have to have a certain percentage mark in your school to make sure you're meeting the affirmative action. Because in theory, your school should have the demographic of whatever the state is or whatever the country is. If you're a private school and you're attracting talent from out of state, right? But that wasn't happening. And, you were seeing more and more white men showing up in schools because they just, the path was set up for them. So they set up affirmative action now. Affirmative action has faced a lot of backlash and critiques throughout the years, mostly from white men, in that it is disadvantaging them from the same educations that some people are getting. They have expressed sentiments that
which is wild.
Marginalized communities don't have to work as hard as they do to get to college.
Wild.
See, so I went through this, Cruz. In college, I had a really, really intense conversation during my resident advisor training where we went through sensitivity training for just, marginalized folks, like just making sure, because we were about to be advisors over men, women, of all races, ethnicities, backgrounds, and so on and so forth.
It was co-ed then?
My second year was co-ed. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And this is for Lebanon and all those places too. So all that is technically co-ed. Like the RAs are co-ed. The rooms may not be co-ed, but the RAs are over. So, and during the presentation, they were, my RD, my boss basically put me on the spot and was like, yo, Mitch, we had a good conversation about this. You want to add to this, right? And so
was this Phil?
Nah, actually Zach. Shout out Zach.
Gotcha.
But somebody had expressed the sentiment in the room that, they felt like it was unfair to them because they didn't, their parents weren't rich.
Yeah.
Right? They started with money. Their parents weren't rich, which obviously is a big factor in affirmative action. If you don't have the income to make it, you may still get selected through scholarships and so on and so forth. But they felt like they didn't have the same access to all of that stuff, and their parents weren't any richer than their marginalized counterparts, right? And what I tried to say is bigger picture.
Yep.
I think a lot of times the majority, white men will personalize a situation to their unique place. And yes, there's a lot of white men across the country who are disadvantaged in unique ways. But if we're talking about the spectrum generally across the board, right, I think this is to solve, affirmative action was originally to solve some of that displacement.
And to that point, to the point that he was making, it's not even about personalizing it per se, but I mean, I guess that's what they're doing. But even if they did want to personalize it, it's like, in doing that, I think they're still missing the privilege that they have. You know what I'm saying? As a white male, you get what I'm saying? Like, the whole point of affirmative action wasn't to make things easier for, I guess in theory it is, but it's not to make things an easier route for a minority. It's basically to level the playing field. So you can get to where you want to get to through just, say we're got a window. You can just stand up and look at the window you're looking through. Whereas with us, in order for us to have that same view, we have to get a ladder to see that window. We have a lower starting point. So to get to that
But if
view,
you don't believe the playing field is uneven.
But that's not recognizing your privilege. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. It's like, it's not that, you're...
Kill, Mo!
It's not that your counterparts... It's not that your counterparts, what's the word I'm looking for, are getting it easier than you, or, you have the same disadvantage they may have. It's not that at all. It's just that you have a privilege they don't have.
Right.
So I think that's the main point. And the persons that probably benefited from the most and are now going to be affected by it is, because they were complaining about it as well as white women. Like, affirmative action, they only helping black people and Latinos and all that. But it's like, you guys are the biggest benefactors of it, or benefiters of it. And now it's getting taken away from y'all too. So it's like, it's a.
So the Supreme Court ruled, right? In some, Mitch don't know nothing. In some case or something that, hey, now affirmative action isn't a thing anymore.
Yeah.
So now colleges can, it's not to say that colleges could not, with affirmative action in place, discriminate against you because of your race. They can easily look at your race. And in some cases, this is used to discriminate, to say, hey, we fill this population and that's all we're taking. We're not, no more. We do not go over this little cap. You know what I'm saying? We meet the limit and that's it. When they could in a year, have more candidates in that population, more matchable candidates to their criteria, but they may hit the cap. So this isn't to say that this allows or permits or even celebrates discrimination per se, because someone can still look at your application, but it doesn't even, a lot of schools will see their numbers start to decline. Yeah. But in the video we were watching, they pointed out, hey, HBCUs. You know what I mean?
HBCUs for sure, their numbers will continue to...
like there are a lot of good HBCUs across the country for African Americans.
Absolutely.
There are a lot of women's colleges, or I won't say a lot. I know there are women's colleges who are specific for women. Men can't even apply. So hopefully we'll start to see those, grow in popularity, and the more students that come in, the more income comes in, the better the school can be. So, with patience, it's not going to be overnight. Tomorrow, all of these other options aren't just going to be better for us. But as we start to funnel some of the income, see, that's the mistake they made. Now they're funneling the income to some of these other institutions.
What do you mean?
And they're going to lose money for it.
What do you mean? Hold on. Explain that.
I think, so are you familiar with that white won't be the majority in the next 20 years or so?
Actually, yeah, I'm familiar with that. And I've actually heard theories, I think it was told by some of the Latin community that said that I think they're starting to categorize. They say if you're Afro-Latina, if you're Latina, whatever, they ask that question because if you're Latina with no Afro, they categorize you as white for the census so they can still be the majority. Whereas if you're Afro, then of course you get put in black. But it's just a wild...
Yep.
I didn't know that until
So
recently.
I guess I'm just saying, over time, they're funneling students away from their colleges. Their numbers are going to continue to decrease in the country, and at some point, maybe not right now, but they'll see an impact to it. I mean, granted, they got all the money in the world, so maybe they won't. We'll see.
Yeah, Supreme Court is the life's been an eventful year for them.
Yeah.
Where I feel like we're moving backwards in time,
bro. And then at the same time, we were so close, y'all. I could smell it.
Student loan forgiveness, man.
Oh my gosh,
Man.
I could smell it.
I'm fortunate that I don't have any student loans.
I reset my password, Cruz.
Oof.
I reset my password because we got that close, and I was like, let me know my password so the day when it's all gone, I could go in there and just look at a 0.
Oof.
And then they hated Cruz.
Yeah, I was blown because,
They hated. Well, was this, that was the Senate, wasn't it?
No, that was Supreme Court
That
as
was
well.
Supreme Court as well?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That was Supreme Court as well.
Yeah, so Joe Biden's loan forgiveness program.
Was shot down.
Yes, so just to make things clear, he was trying to piggyback off of the state of the pandemic to say that in this time of crisis, this is something we could do to alleviate some of the financial strain on the country, which will allow for more spending to help our economy recover, right? Boom. Very, very basic. That's the premise of canceling student loan debt. Puts more money in young people's pocket to go out there and spend it in the economy. Boom, our economy can recover faster. It's a very simple concept. The conservative side said, hey, that's overreaching the bounds set by the Constitution. That's
basically
that's
blow a
too,
whistle and call the foul.
Yeah. They called a flag. Red card, all that.
Said reach.
Yeah. Now that's a reach. They said, you reach,
Yeah.
I teach.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court telling Joe Biden, you reach,
Yeah.
I teach, is crazy.
We gonna take the two free throws.
Yeah.
We're gonna reset.
That's insane.
That's what happened though.
But yeah, that's so we got close, y'all. Very sorry to announce that unfortunately we're gonna have to pay them things, and I think it's coming up in August or October, something with an in the beginning of it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to start paying them things back.
Yeah.
The interest is gonna kick back in and payments are gonna be due, and we will be right back.
And then the other Supreme Court ruling that came in, I think yesterday as well, was again we don't know everything. We like Mitch said, we smart, but we need Google. And I'm not looking at Google right now. But I think the other law that passed was it's now legal to turn down anyone from the LGBTQ plus community, business and everything like that based upon your own discretion. So that's another thing where, and forgive me if I got that wrong, but I believe that's what was passed as well. It's definitely bad. I feel like we're moving backwards as a country because of, what I'm saying?
Well, do you believe in 3 steps forward, 2 steps back?
Yeah.
It's still I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Do you believe in 3 steps forward, 2 steps back is still a step?
I guess it is still a step, but I mean,
because I'm not of the mind that progress is linear, Cruz. I don't.
I look at it like this though. I look at it like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back is still a step, but it's all subjective to me, depending on the steps that are being taken back.
I know why it hurts, Cruz.
Why?
You know why?
Why?
Because it feels like a waste of time.
Not even that.
No, let me explain.
Go ahead.
3 steps forward, just to take 2 steps back feels like, all right, I could have just took 1 step and saved my time. Sometimes it feels like that, but change takes patience and it takes time. Sometimes it takes 3 steps forward, 2 steps back.
But I mean, if we look at the Roe versus Wade that happened last year.
Sometimes you got to cha-cha.
You know what I'm saying? You look at Roe versus Wade last year.
I like the cha-cha.
I mean, yeah, but it's just, yeah.
My bad, Roe versus Wade. Go ahead.
I'm saying if you look at that last year and how we took that away and now it's like illegal to get an abortion, it's like, why are we moving so far backwards? Like, I get that 3 steps forward, 2 steps back is still the change, but at the same time, it's like,
it's okay, Cruz.
Back on shit that's like,
it's the oldest, crustiest people are running the country right now.
And that's not going to change.
No. I mean, well, at some point, we will be the oldest, crustiest people.
Yeah.
And I think at that point, our ideals will be...
Unless we're going versus the people that are in the colleges saying that affirmative action shouldn't be in place, then we're back to square one.
Yeah. No, that's true. I don't know that... See, that's what I think. I think that's a loud minority. You know what a loud minority is?
Yeah.
What, you hungry, nigga?
Coffee, though.
That coffee's spanky. Have you ever heard of a loud majority? I mean, a loud minority? I think it's a loud minority. I think somehow, some way, they've boosted their volume. You see lots of this rhetoric in the news, and there are people in powerful places who agree with this agenda, so they're pushing it. But I couldn't say that there's a large enough pop of the country that really feels like affirmative action is unfair and disadvantaging. And again, their numbers will continue to get smaller, and eventually they won't be a majority, and it'll just be. The funny part will be when, you know how annoying it's going to be when white people are a minority, and we got to try to take care of them.
Because we're such loving people and a loving race, we are going to take care of them.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do for your fellow man. You take care of them no matter what they did.
But it's going to be annoying as shit.
But it's going to be annoying because we just, all we going to, that's what I'm saying. We're going to be looking at them and we just be like, dog.
I want to put you in a home.
Oh my God. You lucky. Ooh, you lucky. Ooh, because we can do y'all dirty. But I don't think we're going to do that. I don't think they're going to do
all of that good
That's
stuff,
the funny part. They're very scared of getting done dirty, and I don't think
we wouldn't do that though. We're the type of people that
after living through such unfair conditions, all we want is equity and fairness.
Yeah, nobody want to put anybody through that.
Like that's it.
Equity and fairness, like you said.
That's it.
I mean, we talking about voting. We talking about things changing.
We talking about equity and fairness.
Equity and fairness. NBA,
the
collective
bargaining agreement
just went through. It just went in effect. I think today, actually, July 1st.
Oh, okay.
And it's a lot of
the Children's Basketball Association.
Come on, man. It's a lot of changes to it.
They take an attendance. Nigga, what are you talking about? It's the Children's Basketball Association.
Yeah, they doing a lot of it.
They are taking attendance. You have to be in class to get this A.
Yeah.
Yo, what?
It's a lot of shit to change.
It's a lot. So we got an in-season. We got an in-season tournament. Now the players, the All NBA accolades will be positionless. So you could have Ja, Luka, Shai, Devin Booker, and Trae
Young or
somebody up there all at the same time if you wanted to. Now that's worst case scenario. I don't think that happens.
No.
But where do you want to start? So tell me where you want to go.
I mean, they also got, remember Meek said this earlier this week where they're changing the whole G League overseas stipulations where if you skip before go college and go to the G League overseas.
Yeah. You got to wait till you're 22.
Yeah.
You got to be at least 22 years old.
And they want to force people to go back to college, so.
Do you want to talk about that one?
I mean, we can talk about it all. It's just, I was just bringing it up as well.
All right. Well, it's only two of us.
So what you want to talk about?
So,
I'll let you pick it.
No. let's just be in and out on each because it's a lot here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In and out real quick on that part that you just said, right? No, let me go. I got you. Let me go first. The colleges, the age 22. We had a lot of discourse in the group chat about, how this funnels students towards college.
Yep.
And how that could be unfair to some of these other leagues and stuff that, really, 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 really need, the players, to sustain them. Right. And discouraging that is sort of setting up a monopoly, right? I agree with all that. I understand. The only part, the pushback I'll add is that what we don't consider is a lot of colleges rely on sports income.
For sure.
To make their bottom lines.
For sure.
To pay all their faculty.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? To make sure, the faculty's kids is great. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of heads to feed at a college. College is a big business.
For sure.
So I could see a world where colleges begin to struggle because the premier talent isn't going there. Yeah. Even though they're some of the best places to nurture the talent because it's a controlled environment where, you know what I mean, they are, they're in a specific space with a lot of like-minded people all trying to get to the next level, whether that be through education or not. They're just, this is a stepping stone and you know what I mean? A lot of people trying to progress in life. So college is a nurturing place for that. You could see a world where kids are going to these other leagues, not getting that nurturing, maturing step, making it to the NBA, and not to draw this to Zion and Ja, but just getting there and not being quite as mature.
Ironically, they both went to college.
Exactly, yeah, ironically. But I could see a world where this is to mitigate some of that. Now, I don't take that as far to say that makes it right.
Yeah.
But I do want to throw that in the mix.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think that, to me, it's just a thing where the rich get richer. No, I was just going to say that, to me, the rich get richer. Yeah, it's I can't get my words out. Just lost my train of thought, my fault.
The college kids.
Yeah. Yeah, so the rich get richer, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like the rule for the 22-year-olds, I get it. You know what I mean? You want to, if they're gonna make that decision, stay where you at. You ain't gonna just jump one and done type of thing. College, you can do one and done. But I just feel like it's a monopoly, like you said. The NBA. Oh, that's the point I was making. Sorry, I was talking to get my point.
You good.
It cuts down on the max deals they have to give. You know what I'm saying? So with max deals now, say a player comes in the league at 18 from Overtime Elite or from G League or whatever, Scoot Henderson's, the Thompson Twins, them type of players. They play their 3 to 4 year rookie scale contract. They're 22 now. They get their first max contract, about 4 or 5 years. Now they 26, 27. They get another max contract, bigger, probably like $300 million. The Jalen Browns and the Jason Tatum type deals. They get that. By the time that's over with, they're what, 32, 33? Now you get time for one more deal. Might not be the max, but it could be like a $40 million deal that Kyrie got, something like that. You get that. And now you cashed out on damn near $700 million in a 10-year span. Whereas now you coming in at 22 from Overtime Elite or whatever. By the time you get your first max deal, you can be 26.
Yeah.
Next one will be like, if you're good, 32. You know what I mean? 30, 32. So it's like, it makes sense for the league. It makes sense to foster your talent through college and all that, but it just seems like a money play to me.
Yeah.
Rich gets richer.
It definitely sounds like a money play because, yeah, if you don't have to pay those millions from that age of potentially 19 or 20 years old to 22, you know, guys can get a couple mil in those first few years, then, you know, it saves the league a little bit of money. Let's jump into 65 games.
Yeah, I love it.
Versus 58. 7 more games.
I love it. 7 more games. I didn't know
now,
that.
We watched a YouTube video that showed that there were 19 players in the past, I think, 3-5 years that
15, I think.
15 players in the last 5 years that did not meet that criteria, but still made an All-NBA team.
Yep.
In the 19 years before that,
it was only 15 players.
It was only 15 players.
It's insane.
So there has been a huge jump in the quality talent in the league playing less games a season. Do you think this mitigates that? Do you think this is too far?
No, I think it mitigates that. I think that, you know, I get that load management and all that's a thing, but I think it's going a little bit too far. Yeah. And I think this helps mitigate that.
Where's the line though? How is it too far? What's the evidence that it's gone too far?
Unless our training stats for our different teams and organizations aren't as good anymore, then I feel like the decline in games is like way more in the last 3-4 years, 5 years than it was back then based upon the numbers. So it shows that doing something differently, and I think it's just time.
Yeah, but what do you think the impact is of less
load
games?
Management?
Of less games? Of seeing the superstars in less games?
I think it hurts the fans.
Because I was going to take it to the Kobe quote of like why he plays even when he's injured. He's like, bro, you don't know. A family could save everything they had for the last 5 years to come see me play one time.
That's exactly what I'm
going to get out there and hoop.
That's exactly how I feel. It's like you got kids that, like you said, save everything they got to go to a game, and sometimes just the kid going. Sometimes I've seen stories where a dad saves up, does his time, does his work or whatever. They get his son a ticket. He drops him off. His son has a good time. He picks him up afterwards. You know what I mean? It's like, you got fans that really want to see the games and they're going for the superstars. And if you're not playing half the time, then you're kind of cheating your fans out of the experience. So I think the game is all about the fan.
F them fans.
You ain't gonna have no money without the fans.
What about Kawhi Leonard? F them fans.
Is that really what he said?
No, but that'd be his energy. He's the most notorious load management.
Yeah. I did read a quote that said that he told the Clippers he's 100% healthy and plans to play 82 games this season. So
he tired of hearing people talk about him in load management.
Yeah.
And he's tired of all the rhetoric on the Clippers not being... And there was a report that the Clippers are thinking of blowing it up. They might not get rid of Kawhi Leonard, but they're thinking of blowing it up.
There's another report that just came in. They're not blowing it up. They're adding to it.
Who?
James Harden.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
Which the CBA, I thought was going to eliminate that from happening, but...
Yeah. Let's get into another part of the CBA since we're still here. Sticking with the incentive change or what's needed for the incentives. What's needed for the All-NBA teams. As well, this affects the voting now being positionless. Positionless voting now affects that too. A lot of players have kickers and incentives in their contracts for if they make these teams. Now with it being positionless, there's not just 2 spots for point guards and shooting guards.
Yeah.
Now there's 6 spots because there's 3 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 6 spots. Now there's not 6 spots. Yeah. Now there's effectively 15.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. You got 15. You got 15
So
guards.
it allows
15 whatever.
I think it allows the league to become guard heavy or center heavy,
which is pretty much already. I would say
the MVP race was center heavy.
Yeah, big man heavy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that the league now is moving towards guard heavy dominant leagues. I think the big man is kind of, even though the MVPs have been big men.
I don't know. They got Chet. We got Victor coming in. We got some tall.
It's starting to come back.
We got some
but
tall.
For a while, it's disappeared. You know what I mean? For a while, you're the bread and butter league.
I know we had Giannis.
He's not really a big man. I mean, he's more like a oversized wing. I think the wings and the athletic combo guys around.
Oversized wings are, that's. I guess that's what we think the future is. Oversized wings.
Yeah. Because I mean, you got
look
your
at
KDs,
Victor. You got your Bo. Your KD definitely started off being 7 foot and doing what he can do.
Vic is like, that's 7'5" and doing all that shit is crazy. But that's neither here nor there.
So what do you think about the potential for incentives for guys now?
I kind of don't like it, but I do like it at the same time. It's like, I get it. You got your 15 best players in the All-NBA categories. I get it. But it might be an anomaly, but if it does happen where 5 guards become first-team All-NBA and then you got 3 guards on the second team and 2 forwards, it's kind of like, come on, man. It's not a real lineup.
Well, then the forwards need to do something to compete.
Yeah, that's true.
They need to be impactful.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, there are impactment forwards in the league. You still, you got your Kevin Durant, you got your LeBron James.
You kind of killed my argument right there. So you're right. I gotta agree.
You know what I mean? You guys.
I agree with you.
You guys.
It's all NBA. So if it's like, hey,
you guys, Zion Williamson.
Leave Zion alone, man.
I'm trying to, but he keep being relevant.
What do you do now?
He's an impactful forward in the league. He's an impactful forward out in the league too.
Simeon in there.
Oh yeah, Zion.
Zion did say Simeon in.
He did say Simeon in. Yeah, he definitely did. He said Simeon in a few times. No, yeah, forwards just gotta be. They gotta be something. Speaking of forwards, actually no, we're not gonna go there yet. We're gonna say Wizards talk for later. There's one other part of CBA though. I feel like there was one more part of CBA.
Incentives for the All-NBA.
Oh, the tournament. The mid-season tournament.
We forgot about it for a reason.
Yeah. You don't like it?
Hell no.
I don't like it either. I can hear Schmidt, this is for you. I can hear Schmidt right now. My boy, he's yelling in my ear. Mitch, this is Adam Silver's NBA. Adam Silver is ruining basketball. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do. I think Adam Silver's just doing too much. David Stern is rolling in his grave right now.
You think he's just trying too hard to make change?
Yeah. Look at the All-Star game. The whole, you play to the third quarter, once the fourth quarter comes, you...
Yeah, it's a little too freaky at him.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
It's a little too freaky at him.
What are we doing?
Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna go that far because I try to keep our content relatively... But you're trying to put her foot behind her ear right now, Adam. Okay? You just, goodness gracious, like... I try to keep this family content, but Adam, it's just too far. It's too much, Adam. Okay? Hold on, I got you.
Hell, Mo. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Adam,
I agree.
It's too much, man. You gotta relax. You gotta cool out a little bit.
Hey,
I don't think
Stern.
Nobody was begging for a mid-season.
No.
Well, I will say this. I think the play-in tournament was a hit. I think the play-in tournament was a hit.
It was a hit?
I think the play-in tournament was a hit.
It was. I would agree with that.
I could almost, it hasn't been enough years. Yeah, I think we got to give it 10 years for real to say if it's a home run, but it was definitely a hit.
It's a hit. It was a hit.
But my thing is, all right, chill.
Drive double right now.
My thing is, all right, now chill.
Yeah, don't do too much.
Now chill. That's a hit. Chill. Relax. It's the all-star.
You want to hit a pop fly.
Because this problem he's trying to solve is that viewership is really low in the middle of the season.
That's not going to change it.
Viewership is really, really low.
I don't think that's going to change viewership.
I think if they had replaced All-Star with some sort of...
But why would you replace All-Star?
No, replace All-Star... Like, if they'd have made All-Star, like... What if they'd have made All-Star weekend like a small tournament? Maybe like a not a 5-on-5 tournament, but instead of like 2 All-Star teams, maybe there's 4 captains. And we do like a 2-day tournament, and there's like an incentive for your team if you play well.
I think that was actually, I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but that's something that was actually introduced where there's going to be 4 teams, and then it's like they play games to get to that final where the 2 teams play each other in finals, that's winner. But I don't like that either. Let's go back to East versus West. 4 regular
you're a
quarters.
traditionalist. You know,
this is too much. The whole captain's picking it is stupid. Just go back to East versus West, where the home team wears their white jerseys from their team, respective teams. The away team wears their dark jerseys from respective team. However way it is, you know what I'm saying? Just do that. Like this extra shit, like you fucking it up. The dunk contest sucks. The bread and butter of the All-Star Weekend is a 3-point contest. Like we doing too much, guys.
You not a skills challenge fan?
Oh, skill challenge is dope.
Okay.
We're bringing in guys from the G League to be in dunk contests, signing them to 2-day contracts so they can dunk because of... What are we doing?
We did do that. Oh, my God.
Matt McClung, you know what I'm saying? What are we doing? Yeah. We bringing in guys that's not even the NBA to spruce... What are we doing?
Yeah. No, that's...
Got Cole Anthony dunking in Butter Timbs and thinking he did something like...
Cole Anthony was definitely dunking in Butters.
And he thought this shit was dope. Like, no, bro, this shit looks stupid.
Oh, man. Shout out Cole Anthony.
It's just turned into a shit show. It's a circus. It's a circus.
Yeah.
And Adam Silver is a circus.
This is Adam Silver's NBA, bro.
What is it? Barnum and Bailey?
Barnum
and Bailey right now.
It's not even Soul Circus.
No, it's Barnum. This is white shit. Barnum and Bailey. Shout out to all my white friends, but this is Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah. This is clowns juggling a couple of bowling pins. No elephants, no tigers. No. Terrible.
Just terrible.
Terrible. Adam Silver, get it together.
Anymore.
Adam Silver, get it together.
Get it together. Yeah, I mean, over there, we good.
Yeah, have fun with this meet. I hope you having fun. Shout out Meek. I hope you having fun. Like, I don't know if he's going to cut this part or not, but shout out Meek. I hope he's having fun.
Meek said, y'all going to have audio this week.
Yeah. It's an audio broadcast this week.
Put a picture over the little thumbnail and you good.
Oh, okay. Speaking of audio broadcast, I don't even know if we're going to use that to segue into this, but anyway.
We can.
You ready?
Yeah. You talking about that?
Yeah. You went to a different song than I was going to go to. It was hits in there.
What song you can go to?
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Rodeo, yeah.
I like it like
That's
that.
not rodeo. What am I talking about?
No, that's slow motion.
Slow
She
motion,
don't know how to act slow motion, boy.
Yeah.
Slow motion, boy. Slow motion, boy.
Let me tell you something, man.
I didn't even know what slow motion meant when this song came. I don't think you guys understand. I was screaming slow motion at the top of my lungs at like my 7th grade dance party, having no idea what slow motion meant. I'm just like, I don't know why she's dancing in slow motion. I'm thinking it's because it's cool for the music video.
Yeah, I guess she was like, he was a 7th grader, so it was like...
I'm thinking it's The Matrix. I'm thinking it's The Matrix.
He was an innocent 7th grader. We'll give you that.
Yeah.
I knew what it meant.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
I
was like a year off.
Not that I was
like a year off from knowing what it meant, though, Cruz.
That came out in 7th grade?
But I'm saying...
you started
That's
singing.
what I'm... Yeah, that's the earliest I can remember, like, singing the song over and over again.
That's true.
It's like some middle school party or something like that.
400 Degrees is such an underrated song, man.
If you don't know what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen.
Juvenile's Tiny Desk.
Juvenile had a phenomenal... I'm talking top 5 Tiny Desk, all-time Tiny Desk.
Now you try to top 5 it. Mitch said it was the greatest Tiny Desk of all time.
It might be the greatest Tiny Desk of all time.
Now you want to say top 5 and be PC.
But I'm trying to walk there, Cruz. I ain't trying to jump in.
No.
I ain't trying to land in.
We diving
I'm
right
landing.
in.
No. We parking down the street and we walking up to the spot, okay? We not valeting.
I don't walk up.
We not valeting.
I do drive-bys. I don't walk up.
Oh, okay.
That was violent.
That was very valid. It was very valid. Can you take your stepping shoes off for me, please?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're right.
No, I'm just going to say top 5 because everybody ain't going to agree with me. But Juvenile had a phenomenal. Shout out to NPR, a phenomenal Tiny Desk content. They have been rocking with hip-hop music slowly but surely over the last couple years now. And this just feels like a step in that relationship between
for sure.
just mainstream media and hip-hop. Because hip-hop is kind of the biggest music in the world. I mean, it's settling down now because there's the other genres that are starting to compete. And music is becoming something. Music is starting to blend and become so worldwide that
that part.
Hip hop is just in everything, and so everything is popping off with a little bit of hip hop as in it. But yeah, with hip hop being as popular as it is, and us having so many legacy acts that we have, what better place than NPR with a huge audience it has to celebrate? You know what Because that's the thing. We've contributed to music culture, not just hip hop culture, music culture.
Yeah.
We have contributed to music culture. And that needs to be celebrated. And Juvenile is a great place to get that off.
Yeah, he did a great. I mean, and the funny part is, somebody asked him to do. It started from Twitter. Somebody on Twitter asked him, "You should do Tiny Desk." He was like, "Hell no, I ain't doing no Tiny Desk. What the hell is a Tiny Desk?"
He don't even know.
I think his PR team and somebody got to him and said, "Hey, you might want to walk that one back."
They walked back and said, "Hey, Juvie, all right, so check this out. I should win and did Tiny Desk, right?"
Yeah, and they said he said something about like
they said, and these are Usher's sales for the 3 months after he did Tiny Desk.
He got that residency and everything, which came before.
These are all of his legacy songs in current playlists.
Yeah,
this is the spike they had in streams a month.
Yeah,
Juvenile, you sure you don't want to do Tiny Desk?
And he brought his Juvie juice. Did.
Are you sure you don't? Yeah, he did. He sure did.
Yeah, but I mean,
little promo for the, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure a couple sales there too.
Absolutely. I thought his performance was great.
Class
hearing him over a live band like that.
But with Manny Fresh still right there, pressing the buttons, and he said he featured Manny on like 6 of the 10.
Yeah.
Like Manny was
Manny
right
was
there
the
locked in.
the sound of the South back then. Well, at least the sound of New Orleans, but he was the sound of the South, I feel like, too.
Yeah, absolutely. So he deserves to be celebrated. And was, I would say, adequately celebrated right there.
Absolutely.
And
especially
after
the tip of the iceberg.
Especially after that annoying versus. Why did they put him against
Scott Storch?
Yeah, that was just not. Scott is in that realm of music, I guess, but
Scott made
those just
massive hits.
They
massive.
It just wasn't. It didn't even. But Manny just anyway. You know how I feel about Manny Fresh. You specifically talk about Canoga Balcony. You know how I feel about Manny Fresh.
Absolutely.
Lil Wayne was my introduction into hip hop. Yeah. So you already know. Cash Money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But he was a lot of people.
I remember I was on Twitter talking about who was BG, and I had to find out, I found out who BG was.
Oh, okay.
And BG. Yeah, shout out BG. Yeah. BG the rap.
Yeah.
So, you know how I feel about Manny Fresh and that whole character.
Yeah, that was a lot of people's introductions in I would say, we about the same age, but more so your age bracket. A lot of people's introduction to hip-hop was Lil Wayne and Manny Fresh and all of them at that time because he had a chokehold on the game at that point.
Yep. He was just running the mainstream streets, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But real quick, I mean, do you have this better than Usher's Tiny Desk? Because Usher was up there. Because Usher had that GIF or whatever. To watch this. Usher had, come on now. Usher had to watch this.
Challenge with the Superstar song.
The
riff.
Yeah.
I ain't about to do it, but
please don't. You was about to turn into JG Riff, wasn't you?
I can sing a little bit.
You was about to turn into Riff,
Riff Raff like shit.
Shout out Riff Raff. What's going on with Riff Raff?
I guess we're shouting out Riff Raff now. But I think the Usher's was better, and that's no shot. I think Juvie's was amazing. Like you said, top 5. I think Usher's was better. But that could change over time for me.
It could be just a bias thing for me too.
Maybe.
I'm just like big on hip hop and Manny Fresh, and so maybe I just appreciate it. See, because I don't know. I guess it didn't. The fact that he smoked it and it felt like a reach for NPR. It doesn't feel like a
reach for NPR.
Not to us, but we think about NPR's audience and the content that he got up there to give out. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't NPR like their main audience us though?
Is it? I don't think so.
When I search NPR, it comes up with a lot of R&B and.
As of recently, for sure.
Okay.
As of recently, for sure. But I like interviews, people they bring on, and all that kind of stuff. They be us sometimes, but NPR's like
NPR
everything.
itself. I'm talking about NPR Tiny Desk. My apologies.
Yeah, not Tiny Desk specifically, but NPR.
You're talking
it felt like a reach for
NPR.
Yeah, just because they that's what I'm saying. They were dipping their toes in with us. They were Masego and Chance the Rapper
Lucky
and Mac
Day,
Miller and Lucky Day.
Sullivan.
Yeah, they were. Juvenile.
Yeah.
I got
you now.
You know what I'm saying?
I got
slow motion for me. I like it like that. Don't know how to act. That was on NPR, bro.
Listen to your New Orleans accent,
bro. You don't know how many times I say that. Shout out Tiny Desk. Shout out Juvenile, man. They right down the street from us also. But he smoked it. I might be my favorite Tiny Desk all time. I'm gonna go back and
It's up there for sure.
I think they should release those as like They should work with NPR on
like MTV Unplugged type of thing.
Yeah. Like release on, or like Spotify even does that too. Like artists go and do covers of or like live sessions of their song with Spotify in the studio and look up Spotify sessions. They got a lot of original versions of songs.
I did not know
master versions of songs like with live instrumentals.
I'm so loyal to Tidal, I didn't even realize it.
This Tidal should do it.
They should.
Tidal should do it.
They should.
I'm gonna come back to this cruise because we spending a lot of time, but I still Tidal might be getting spanked out here, bro. It's a lot of features Apple Music and Spotify got.
I mean, they can get spanked. I get that, but the reason why I will always support Tidal is because they pay the artists more money.
Yeah.
So to me, it makes more sense for Tidal to be there.
Yeah, after them kids.
After them kids, you're an artist yourself.
Yeah, no, I don't even.
This shit's blowing me. What the fuck was you putting in the coffee, Mitch?
Oh man, the part that's spanking me is dairy free too.
The fuck?
It's dairy free. It's just it's rich coffee. It's very, very rich.
It's very
coffee.
rich.
Do we need to take a break?
No, I'm good. It's
All
like
right.
I don't have to go any. It's just like it's just talking.
Yeah, it's just rapping the whole time.
Shut up.
You mean put background music in post?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell me put background music in post.
We'll have elevator music.
Elevator music the whole episode. Okay, we almost done, Cruz. We can get out of here. We got and it's almost time too. What did it say on there? How long we been going? Oh, perfect. We can do this and get out of here. So, last but not least,
that's the subject I've been waiting for.
Two of your favorite Wizards correspondents.
Yep.
We done did NBA. We done did music. We done did our politic talk. We done gave everything.
Yep.
Now it's time for us to get our shit off. So give us a few minutes to do this as we try to forecast what the next 2 years of Wizard seasons are going to look like. So, Cruz, I don't...
It's going to be a lot of losses.
Okay.
But...
So, wait, a lot has happened since the last time we podcasted. We have... Let me just give him a quick recap and then I'm going to toss it to you for first thought.
Wait.
Bradley Beal, ladies and gentlemen, is gone.
Thank you for your service, man. You was a great wizard. Man.
Wait. Oh, shoot.
Come on, man.
I'm trying to send him on in there.
Send me on in
There we go. Bradley Beal is now a Phoenix Sun, ladies and gentlemen. Bradley Beal is now a Phoenix Sun. Shout out to Meek, who has gotten many views on his free Bradley Beal t-shirt photos that he has. Bradley Beal has been free, so shout out to Meek, because I know he's happy about that. Bradley Beal is now a Phoenix Sun. We traded Bradley Beal for Chris Paul, and it was, I want to say...
Four first-round swaps, and...
I thought it was a player, too. No? No player?
Yeah, we got a player too. Shit, I cannot remember who it was.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
not impactful.
It wasn't impactful.
Yes. So Bradley Beal's now Phoenix Sun. He's over there with Devin Booker and KD and them. He said that's Devin Booker's town.
Landry Shamet.
That's
what will drive me crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nah, I'm glad you got it. So Beal is over there. We'll come back to after I finish recap. We'll see how we feel about Beal's future. So we get Chris Paul, and I text the group chat. I'm finally gonna get me a Wizards Chris Paul jersey.
And I was like, not so fast, my friend.
Yeah. I got a little too excited. But I should have known because, again, rebuild. You don't do a rebuild with Chris Paul. Although, I did like Chris Paul in OKC with the young cats. They made it to the playoffs and looked like they might have been able to do something had he stayed there.
He was a little bit younger than though.
Yeah.
About 35.
Yeah. He was still close to peak Chris Paul.
Yeah.
So now we get Chris Paul and we trade Chris Paul for Jordan Poole from the Golden State Warriors. So now we no longer have Bradley Beal. We have Jordan Poole. Actually, and I think before we traded Chris Paul, we traded Kristaps. KP. Porzingis.
It was official beforehand, yeah.
Yeah. So I want to give another round of applause for KP. Shout out to KP and everything he did as a Wizard for 2 years. I appreciate having that big man. Pause. See, I knew it was gonna.
I didn't even catch it that time, so you could have.
Yeah, but I'm never safe out here because had I not, they'd let me know in the comments that I was wilding. I got a couple people who go, they be texting, you didn't even catch this one, Slim.
The pause champ himself.
Yes, that is I. No, and nephew isn't even here to celebrate, but Porzingis is now a Boston Celtic, so we'll see what we think about Porzingis over there in a second. So Porzingis is gone, and we traded, who do we get from Boston? Did we get anybody from Boston?
No. I don't think we just got like a pick. Did we get a pick? No, because Marcus Smart went to Memphis.
Oh, that's what it is. Marcus Smart went to Memphis.
KP went to
And
Boston.
what did we get from Memphis? Did we get picks or something?
I got like second round picks or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Tyus Jones.
Oh yeah, from Memphis. Yeah.
Yes, Tyus Jones.
Yep.
Was it Trey Jones or Tyus Jones? I think it was
Tyus Jones.
Yeah,
Trey's with the Spurs, I believe.
Yeah. And we got Tyus Jones. So we got Jordan Poole. We got Tyus Jones, and we got Landry Shamet.
Mm-hmm.
We also, as of recently, signed Kyle Kuzma, roughly $25 million a year, $100 million, 4 years.
Great deal. I think it's a great deal.
I do think it's a great deal. I think we paid a little too much for him, but
I'm gonna tell you why we did.
But I'm about to say what you probably about to say. I think we're going to appreciate it if it pans out.
Yep.
If Kyle takes that next step this year, getting a more prominent
and
leader role.
Plus. He won a 30 plus this offseason.
What?
He won at 30 plus, and he's getting paid roughly the same.
He won at 30?
30 plus.
Jeez.
So he's getting paid roughly the same as someone like Bruce Brown and them. So
I don't know, man. If Kyle, and this is the thing, there was no player option. So if Kyle really takes off,
we get him for nothing. We lose him for nothing.
No, but I mean, I don't know that he'll want to get traded. I don't know that.
I mean, he might not want to get traded, but if he has no choice, then excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a no trade clause in there or not.
No, they're not going to do that again.
Yeah,
they're not doing that again.
No, I mean like a no trade request clause.
I'm saying they're not doing that again like what they did with Bradley Beal.
No, Bradley Beal's
had a no trade clause, right?
He had that the Wizards could not trade him without his approval.
What you saying?
I'm saying the Wizards should have gave Kyle Kuzma a contract that says you cannot request a trade.
I got you. I got you.
Yes. I think non-trade requestable contracts need to become a thing. And you offer more money for it. When players get overpaid, there should be I don't want to hear no trade requests.
Only person that's going to trade you is us, not you forcing your way out. Yeah,
I do think there should be contracts where, it should be two ways. Like, I can request a trade. You guys can trade me. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? We'll keep it open-ended in case this doesn't work out.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, so that's the last. So we got Brad's in Phoenix, KP's in Boston, Kuz is still here. How do you feel?
I feel great. I think it brings back a time of
Oh, I'm sorry. And the draft. We drafted, we traded our draft spot, which ended up with Jarris Walker, I want to say his name is.
Yeah.
We traded that pickup that we got for the spot in front of him, spot 7, Bilal Coulibaly, who is Victor Wembanyama's teammate.
Yep.
Also French.
Yep.
And they gave him 0.
Yep.
Anyway, so there we go.
So
all that in there.
I love it. I think it's going to bring us back to a time we had Gilbert Arenas. Right now, it's going to bring us back to a time we had Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert said the same thing. A lot of people were upset that Bilal got the 0.
I ain't even talking about Bilal. I'm talking about Jordan Poole and Kuzma.
I know, but I'm putting all this together.
Got you.
Like, Gilbert was just excited that somebody picked up 0 and said, hey, we're going to... Because he, you know what he really said?
He put the 0 on the map.
Yeah, he said, I put 0 on
the
map.
Did.
So anybody whose jersey with a 0 on it gets raised to the Raptors, that's me. Yeah. Like, you don't have to put my name on it.
And he's absolutely correct.
I'm Agent 0.
Yeah, he's absolutely correct. So
the first person who gets 0 up there, that's me and them.
Yeah.
That's both of us. Yeah. Shout out to them.
He's absolutely correct.
We did that together. And I thought that was a beautiful message. So anyway, to your point, Wizards look like they're returning to that Jordan, Gilbert Arenas, Anton Jameson, Caron Butler, Brendan Haywood.
Don't mention him in that.
Oh.
Just leave it at
the 3. Stop at the 3. No 4.
No. I love Brendan Haywood, but no.
Was Jerry with them too, or Jerry was before them?
Who's Jerry?
Stat.
No, he's before.
He was before, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
a couple of years before.
I love it. I think we're going to do great. Well, not great this year, but in a few years I think we'll be great. You know,
we don't want to be great this year. We do not want to be great this year.
Even though it's a weak draft, but still. You know what I mean? We don't want to be great this year.
Well, we don't know yet.
It's a weak draft.
2024 is a weak draft already?
It's a weak draft. We know that. The prospects ain't what they was last year. This year was like one of the strongest drafts in recent history.
All right, hold on.
But I'm loving it.
Yeah, excited. I'm excited about Bilal. The only part I wish we would fix, but we do not have to fix it this year. I love you, Daniel Gafford.
Y'all gotta
get him. Somebody put him at the power forward and get him some help.
Y'all gotta
because if I see Taj Gibson play more than 5 minutes ever again, I want Taj on the team. I like Taj as a
veteran leader.
Okay. Udonis Haslam on the side teaching. Yeah, okay. Taj has been around the block. He's been on a couple great teams. He was there with Derrick Rose. Like he know winning basketball. So I like Taj on the team. But when he start creeping up to 7-8 minutes in a game, we're asking a lot.
Yeah.
That's that in my personal opinion. Yeah. Taj may feel differently. He might feel like he's still out there getting to it. He got a little 3-ball. I don't know. But anyway, I think our front court needs serious help. But I like Jordan Poole. I think all he needed was a place to stretch his wings.
Drafted a big man too.
Oh yes, the Vucic. Sorry, Vucic. Sorry. Hey, I already gave him a nickname though. I already gave you a nickname though. I already gave you a nickname, so don't be mad. I didn't get your name right. I gave you a nickname. Yeah. We had Davis Bertans. He was lively and lazy. This guy's Australian, so we're going with.
Is he Australian? I thought he was Serbian.
Really?
I thought so. I could be wrong.
I called him the Australian.
Let me look.
Yeah, you look. I called him the Yeah, look it up while I talk. While I talk. Shout out to the if it's not the this part was beat. I don't know how else to fix it. No, he looks nice. He can shoot. Yeah. But I think we need rim protection for Giannis Antetokounmpos and Joel Embiid and
even though the guy that we drafted ain't really a defensive guy.
Jokic. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. I think I'd love like an Andre Drummond.
He is from Siena, Italy.
He's from Italy?
Born in Siena, Italy.
Then why did he play in the Australian League?
Does not say just yet. Tristan Vucic is his name.
Okay. Shout out to Tristan Vucic. Dang. Something I read said Australia, Tristan. Tristan?
Tristan is his name.
So white Tristan? Whew, he might be nice.
I didn't know Tristans were black until Tristan Thompson.
Oh, that's true. He's just the most popular.
He played in the Serbian Professional Basketball League. Okay, that's why I'm like,
where did I get Australian?
I have no idea, bro.
Okay, that part was beat, so we don't know.
He's Greek.
Greek? Yeah, there's nothing Australian about him.
Serbian, Swedish, and Greek.
Yeah, there's nothing Australian about him. I take it back. I don't know why I tweeted that.
Yeah.
I'll go find my tweet and fix it.
Play for Real Madrid and then he played for someone else.
I probably deleted the tweet already by the time y'all seeing this. I probably typed up.
It's there, so it's always there. Internet never even delete. Still there in the cloud.
I'm excited to see what we do this year. I'm excited to see if Jordan Poole is
he's gonna average 30.
A leading scorer.
He's gonna average 30.
It seems like Bradley Beal for very, very cheap.
He's gonna average 30.
It feels like we got Bradley Beal for very cheap.
He got a little more sauce on it too.
Yeah.
He dribbles too much, but he got a little bit more sauce.
That's fine. I'm not him and Kuz can ISO game all they want.
Yeah.
I don't even need but 20 wins.
I mean, that's our point.
We'll
probably get 50 points between the two of them and the rest of the squad put them up 30, 40.
I'm still going to buy tickets. I know we're going to lose. It's fine. I'm not looking for the Wizards to be anything until 2025.
Tickets will be cheap, that's for sure.
2025, 2026, then we need to be on our way.
And then the Suns picks are going to be good, the first round swaps, because KD's going to be like phasing his way out the league.
Okay, so Boston, KP, you think that's good? Do you think they go further or you think that hurts them?
I think it hurts them because they lost Marcus Smart. That was a hard-day team. They have no defensive real leader anymore. So
JB is a defensive leader to an extent.
Not Marcus Smart. Not Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart was the heart and soul of that team. I think
Marcus Smart was a lot of what turned them around in bad games. Games that didn't start out great.
I think Marcus not going to do that.
I think Marcus Smart turns those games around.
KP's not going to do that.
Jason Tatum might be able to.
I mean,
he'll have to grow. So. He'll have to grow as a basketball player.
I just think that move hurts him.
Yeah. Okay. So they don't go as far without Marcus Smart. Yeah. Okay. And then
Memphis will go
Phoenix far. With Bradley Beal, KD, and Booker. With Bradley Beal saying he's clearly okay with taking a secondary role.
I mean, he has to be. But
I don't. He was a primary role for years. To run it may become a secondary role.
He was a secondary role to John Wall.
That's an expensive secondary role.
I mean, yeah, but that's what they like. But I mean,
they stacked the team out though. They don't have any defense on the team, but they got some names on that team.
Yeah, they do, and I think they're trying to add more. So we'll see.
But them, is this more for Jokic to deal with?
Not really.
Aaron Gordon, match him up against the Nuggets right now.
The Nuggets are still winning.
Okay, who you got? I'm saying who's on who. So you putting Jamal Murray on Bradley Beal. Jamal plays great defense.
Yeah.
I think Jamal plays great defense.
I don't know who's guarding Book.
He works hard.
I don't know who starts.
You clearly have Aaron Gordon on KD.
Yeah. Jokic on 8.
They don't have Bruce Brown anymore.
Yeah, they lost 10. That's something like,
Did you see Mike Malone said, we bringing Brucey B back. Bruce said.
They ain't had the bread to bring Bruce back.
Bruce said.
I don't know who's on
guard.
guard.
That's Big Bread Bruce.
Yeah, I don't know who's on guard book because I don't know who. Would it be Porter Jr.?
Yeah, definitely MPJ. Definitely MPJ.
Yeah, I mean, today you got it. I don't know. I mean,
you asking a lot of MPJ, but
he's not a defensive guy.
But at the same time, the advantage he has physically, he should be able to. That should help him out with Book.
Yeah, for sure. But he's not gonna do anything. When Book is gonna do his numbers, but I don't think that the Suns don't have the facilities for that.
I'm surprised DeAndre Ayton is right there given another shot. Not that I think DeAndre Ayton's bad or needs to be out the league or doesn't deserve to be with the Suns or anything. It was just
gives no effort.
It was hard to watch him just get taken advantage of against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and it's going to continue to happen.
I don't know how that changes.
It's not. I mean, it was. What did Jadakiss say in the verses? Close.
It was good. But
it's not enough.
That's my favorite part.
That's how I felt about the Suns. Yeah. It was good, but it wasn't enough.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
Respect. And then last but not least, just a couple other moves. You talked about James Harden going to the Clippers. Do you think you like that? You don't like that?
It's good.
I think it's silly of James Harden. If he had a problem in Brooklyn with the few games he played with Kyrie and KD,
he's going to have a problem in LA as well.
If that was a problem for him, why is it not a problem now?
Did he play with Paul George yet? I can't remember.
No.
Okay.
Russ played with Paul George.
Yeah.
And Kawhi. Yeah. James hasn't played.
I mean, it could work. You got balance there. You got two defensive guys on the wing. You got James Harden who could play the point. They need a point guard. It could work. It could work. If they're healthy. But when are they ever healthy?
Yeah, that's the tricky part. And then my boy Kyrie re-signed with Dallas after that slide that they had at the end of the year.
That's not a needle mover to me.
How do you think they fixed that slide that they had? Assuming it wasn't intentional.
He need more defensive talent.
They gave away all their defensive talent to get him.
Need more defensive talent. You can't do it.
But he only signed 20-something mil a year. 25 mil a year. Kyrie?
It was 42. He signed 3 years, 126.
Oh, I don't know why that. My brain cut the 26 off. I meant the one off and made the 26 annual.
Yeah.
And he signed for 126.
Yeah.
40? Jeez.
It was like 42 a year.
It's not highway robbery because he's
not highway. It's Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving deserves it, but he's got to know on a team that needs some defense, he got to leave some money on the table for them to go get somebody.
I mean, technically, that's leaving money on the table for someone of Kyrie's talent.
You think he's a nah?
Nah, what?
Nah.
Okay.
That's the thing, Cruz. Of his talent, yes. Come on now. Kyrie's a magician with the basketball. You know. But over the last few years, his talent hasn't been impactful enough for him to be premier what his talent is worth. You can't show up part of a season and still get premier of what your talent is worth over several years. Now, a 1-year contract at $50 million?
I got 2 words. Bradley Beal.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So, I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Brad was 47. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that sums everything up, man.
It does. I ain't got nothing else on here, man. We can go ahead. Oh, last thing but not least. Tonight I'm going to go see Don Toliver.
Oh, so you did say that.
I'll let you all know next episode or
and
on the
Quick Kill Show. You went to go see Larry June.
But I did go see. And apologies for the Quick Kill Show too. I got next Quick Kill Show coming soon. Mitch just had too many plans in the same night. Couldn't finish one up to start the other. So that's all on me. But anyway, yeah, I'll let you all know how the Don Toliver concert went on the Quick Kill Show. Went to go see Larry June though. Shout out to China. Shout out to Rellington. Shout out to Tyre. Shout out to my boy Liz. Shout out to Porter. Shout out to everybody who we seen. Larry pulled a crowd. No openers. Or if he did have an opener, I got there after they went and filled the Fillmore up. And Cruz, his DJ dropped the beat out, I think, at least 20 times.
And the crowd do word for word.
Every single time.
Larry June is one of them ones, man.
Yes, he is.
He restores that feeling.
Hey.
Yeah.
Saga too.
Yeah.
Good job there.
Yeah.
Somebody told me a story. I don't know how accurate it is, but that he made the "Good Job, Larry" his producer tag. So because he wanted to be like self-motivating, so he would hear himself say "Good job."
I like that,
and it just now
it's affirmation.
You know, every time he cut the song, 3-4 people from the crowd, "Good job, Larry." Every single time. I'm serious, bro, but that's fire. That's tight.
That's tight.
That's so like motivated. You know the funniest part about Larry June? If Meek was to ever rap,
that's Larry June.
Not style of rap, but like his stage performance and like the way he danced and moved around and stuff. If I was to ever imagine Meek doing it, it was very Meek like, yeah. It was just it was cool, it was chill, he was rocking his shoulders. And I'm gonna show you some videos. I'm gonna show you, you would know exactly what I mean. He had to, one time, yeah. Shout out Larry. Larry put on a great show. I'm gonna go see Don Toliver, but thank you, Larry, for coming through. And next time you come through, I will buy another ticket because that was well worth the tag.
Good job, Larry.
All right. With that, Larry did bring out my man,
Premo.
Whoo, shout out Premo Rice, who also tore down the house in his Sean Taylor jersey, which was fire. And he sounded like he was fighting through a little voice hoarseness.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. But he got out there and ripped it anyway. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That might just been his rap voice on stage on the mic, but it sounded like he might have been giving us his all. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like doing what he had to do to get it done. So, and you couldn't, the performance itself wasn't affected by it. I'm so much of a listener that I may have picked up on it, but he rocked it. Shout out to Premo. He rocked it, and they record together called Malaysia, which is hard. I got to hear that live. I got a video of that. So, bro, I'm very satisfied with my ticket purchase. And with that, Premo Rice has some new music out. So shout out to him for tearing down the house. We're going to get into this new Premo Rice to finish this podcast episode out. Let me go ahead and get started. Yes, sir. All right, man. This has been season 5, episode 3 of the Kill Podcast. We gonna catch y'all in a minute, man. We love y'all. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for subscribing. Hope y'all enjoy this good Premo Rice on the way out. Premo, don't sue me, dog. You know I love your music, man. Hey, man, we gonna catch y'all next time, man. Hope y'all appreciated this slim episode with me and Cruz. We love y'all. Love, peace, hair grease. I'm out.
These niggas be like a treadmill, they just running. This that new rice that get you right. I got exquisite taste. These struggle rappers, they be on waste of fucking space. Your wife, I fuck her face. Your life's a fucking waste. Need I remind you, I'm big timing in these fucking states. Need I remind? Hold on. Let the nigga Mike Jack sing to him real quick. Bring it back on these niggas. I got designer on my mind, you niggas talking cheap. I'm on the island on recliner, staying sucker free. My bitch a dime, she rockin' diamonds, ain't no touching me. You already know this isn't a non-contact sport, nigga. $1,000 mink song. You niggas will never feel shit like this in your life. You dig in your motherfucking life. Well, I'ma need that. Go to work. Go to work. Go to work. Well, I'ma need that. Go to work, go to work, go to work. Well, I'ma need that. Go to work.